source. This is Channel 8 News at 6.
Coming up tonight, a new outlet, how the CIRA is stepping up for students after the UNL immigration clinic shut down. Also tonight, success in the summer, how a person turned a part-time summer job into an executive director role. But first, UNL hacked. Our university is now added to the list of schools targeted by a hacking group. What services are down due to the attacks? Breaking now, we are following a confirmed cybersecurity incident impacting college campuses across the country, including NU. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rod Fowler. The apparent cyber attack is impacting the education platform Canvas, which is used by many colleges, including the University of Nebraska system. Students tried logging in earlier today and got a message saying Canvas was undergoing maintenance. Now the University of Nebraska confirming a threat actor interrupted access to Canvas and that some users are unable to access or authenticate into the system. The university says this is a vendor-driven nationwide incident impacting several schools. And while university officials have not named who may be responsible, Penn State has a similar hit yesterday. Its student newspaper is reporting the hacking group Shiny Hunters claimed responsibility. Our team is continuing to make calls and reaching out to students about how this is impacting campuses here in Nebraska, especially with it being finals week for the students. And make sure to keep the Now Local News app close. As soon as we learn more, we'll update you there. And coming up tonight at 10, Channel 8's Jake Holman will have the full story. Let's get to your first forecast now on this Thursday evening. Citizen journalist Melanie is sending us her view today. Not a cloud in the sky in this video she sent into our Now Local News app. It's been so nice out that she took time to clean out her garage. Can she come over to my place for a while? You know, it's usually better to get chores out of the way when the sun is shining and you're kind of in a good mood, right? Here's a live look out at current conditions from our Allo Cam. It was a great day with that sunshine and a little warmer. And whether you're cleaning out the garage or planning for a walk tonight, I think Rusty is going to say go for it. What do you say, Rusty?
I don't think I'm needed here tonight, so I'm just going to take off.
And clean my garage?
Clean your garage, yeah. Wait a minute, what just happened? It is really a nice day out there. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures on the comfortable side, low dew points. We need the moisture. That's the only caveat here. Is I wish we could be talking about more moisture, but we'll get there eventually. Sunset at 8:30 this evening. Temperature-wise, we'll drop through the 70s into the 60s just after sunset, and before midnight, we'll drop into the 50s. Lots of sunshine out. That's a really good-looking shot out there. How cool is that? Onto the Lincoln Cam, looking at that flag flying about 27th and Yankee Hill Road, 74 wonderful degrees, that northwest breeze at 13 miles per hour. A little bit of light rain, so okay, we'll talk about some rain in the western half of the state. They need it just about more than anybody, really. The western half of the state does, but we all could use some rainfall. Much cooler where there is that rain, 55 in Scottsbluff, but we're 20 degrees warmer for the eastern half of the state. A little bit of a breeze out of the north and west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, temperatures dropping through the 50s, maybe dropping into the upper 50s or 40s early tomorrow morning, but barely a breath of wind around here through the overnight. More on that chance for rain and how warm these temperatures are going to get in the full forecast.
Thank you, Rusty. New at 6, the Center for Immigration and Refugee Advancement is filling a major gap here in Lincoln. The closure of the UNL Immigration Clinic left many students going into immigration law without a place to practice their craft. Well, now the CIRA is hosting a new externship program for UNL's future immigration lawyers. The program will help students gain practical knowledge and experience in immigration law like the Immigration Clinic did before its closure. The externship will be paid and will offer class credits. Each experience will last 1 semester and will give students the opportunity to work at CIRA's Lincoln office. Applications for the first cohort next fall are open until July. Breaking now, tensions rising in the Middle East amid ongoing peace talks as explosions are reported in Iran. CNN reported explosions were heard near an Iranian island in Port City. And a little bit ago, U.S. Central Command said American warships in the Strait of Hormuz came under attack from Iranian missiles, drones, and small boats. CENTCOM says U.S. forces intercepted the threats and carried out self-defense strikes targeting Iranian military sites, adding no U.S. assets were hit. We'll keep you updated on air and on our Now Local News app when we learn more. The CDC is releasing new details tonight on the severity of the hantavirus today. People are wondering what to expect now that this cruise ship has passengers infected with it. The CDC tonight is saying you really shouldn't panic over this. They say the risk of hantavirus to the American public is very low. Right now, there are 12 confirmed cases stemming from that cruise ship. While this situation seems similar to another global outbreak, of course, we're talking about COVID, a WHO epidemiologist is saying completely otherwise.
But I want to be unequivocal here. This is not SARS-CoV-2. This is not the start of a COVID pandemic.
Experts say this strain of the hantavirus is the rare Andes strain, which means it can spread from person to person. At this point, 3 people have died aboard that cruise ship from the virus. Breaking now, it is official. The NCAA college basketball tournaments are expanding. Both the men's and the women's brackets will now contain 76 teams instead of the 64 we've all grown accustomed to. That means the first 4 round that grants entry to 4 teams that were on the cusp of making the bracket will now contain 12 games. So 24 teams will fight for open spots in the round of 64. This all starts with next March's NCAA tournament. New details now, the search for vandals who wrecked some bathrooms at Harrison Park in York. Yesterday, the York Parks and Rec reported the men's bathroom was vandalized so badly that they had to close it for repairs. Well, today, York police saying the suspects have been identified. Here was the damage yesterday. Bathroom stalls kicked in, some pieces of the bathroom even ending up outside. York police say action has been taken on the individuals responsible for this mess. However, they are not disclosing the names of the vandals as they are reportedly juveniles. Well, don't go anywhere. We have more headed your way after the break, including summer job to careers. The Fallbrook YMCA is asking for workers this summer. Why they say it could mean more than just a part-time gig. We're back in 1 minute. Professional career paths for some teenagers. The YMCA is inviting applicants to apply, telling us it's leading some of their staff to executive positions. Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva joins us live at the Fallbrook YMCA to explain. Danielle?
Rod, there's a lot of action happening here at the Y, from swimming to workout classes, even daycare activities, and it's all possible due to their staff, a lot of them rising in rank due to their passion and opportunity.
Emily Wilcox is the executive director of the Fallbrook YMCA. Rewind a few decades, and she was a camp counselor at just 17 years old. With dreams of becoming a teacher, she knew the position was a good fit for her. And it was that summer job that ultimately helped cultivate the career she has today.
I haven't left because I just truly love what I do every single day. I love the people that I work with. I love that I get to partner with the school. I get to partner with different organizations in our community. So it's just been really such a fulfilling decision, and I haven't needed to change.
Wilcox started to work with after-school programs, working her way up the ladder to oversee the Y's Child Watch program, one program leading to another until her current role of executive director.
Threw my name in the hat, and they were like, you go, girl, it's yours. So
Wilcox says coming full circle is a pattern.
And something cool that has come from that is one of our executive directors at the Northeast YMCA, his name is Luke. I hired him when he was in high school. All of our directors that work here at the Fallbrook branch all with the exception of one, have all started out as part-time employees.
Current job openings include helping with Child Watch, working as a floater through various programs like swim, something the Y helps teens get certified to do, like Alexa McGuire, who's already using her passion for the pool to build a career path.
Here at the Fallbrook YMCA, I am a lifeguard, I'm a swim instructor, and I'm starting a head guard position this summer, so I'm really looking forward to that. And given I've been here 4 years, I've grown from a little 16-year-old up to a 20-year-old, so they've helped me gain my confidence a lot, and again, creating this welcoming environment that I love being at.
As for what's next,
I love teaching and educating other people.
Tells me that the jobs here help kids build better communication skills, adaptability, and even empathy. And she says even though not every part-timer stays within the YMCA, it's produced some doctors, engineers, and even a local Lincoln news reporter. Reporting from the YMCA at Fallbrook, I'm Danielle De Silva for Channel 8 News.
Mother's Day weekend is right around the corner, and we have that forecast when we come back.
Releasing its April crime stats. You can see here their overall crime cases and accidents right there are actually down this April compared to last April, but there were more calls for service and traffic this April. You can see that crimes against property, also against society, like drugs and weapon violations, as well as crimes against people, are all down when comparing this April to last April. Overall, Grand Island crime is down 12%. Accidents are down 13%. GI police say officers are handling more calls for service and traffic because of their proactive enforcement.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
I do believe today was a top 10 day. 75 degrees for the high, 45 for the low, not a lot of wind, low humidity, plenty of sunshine. If it was Saturday, it'd be a top 5 day or Sunday. But as it stands, this is a top 10 day. It was really nice out there. I hate to say that too loudly because we still need the rainfall, but still, we'll take the nice days when we can get them. Speaking of rain, just a slight chance for some showers on and off on Saturday. It doesn't look like a complete washout. Still, if you have plans with mom on Mother's Day on Saturday, 80 degrees. Mother's Day itself, though, on Sunday, another top 10 day. How about that? Let's do 2 top 10 days almost back to back, and having one of them on Mother's Day, that just makes it all the better. 21st and L Street, Allocam looking at, this is, I mean, seriously, look at that. That is a nice day right there. What am I doing inside? Okay, the bad news though, the drought monitor has not improved. In fact, last week we were introduced to the exceptional drought. That's as bad as it gets. It doesn't get any worse than that. And much of the western 2/3 of the state really close to it in the extreme. And then this has been bumping further and further east. So this week, hang on, there we go. Yeah, this bumped a little further east still, and now another spot of exceptional drought, and this one out here got a little bit bigger. Without any rain, these spots will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and just there isn't any rain in the forecast. So I'm sure next week at this time we'll be talking about the exceptional drought getting bigger and bigger. So we need the rain, that's all there is to it. 60s and 70s, nice day overall. 74 degrees in Lincoln right now, 76 in Beatrice, 76 also in Falls City and Hebron. Look at all the 74s. Grand Island, Kearney, Hastings, and Aurora, all at 74 degrees. Nice afternoon, not a whole lot of wind. It's less than 20 miles per hour. Not sure what's going on up here, but most of Nebraska is seeing just some quiet conditions. Now, there is some rain off to the west, but you notice it's not impressive at all. It's just some scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder here and there, but at least it's something. We do need small steps, and that's how you get out of a drought. It's not easy to get out of a drought, especially when you're as bad as it gets in the exceptional drought. But scattered showers lingering through 10 p.m. They stick around through about 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Maybe is right there, that's 10 a.m. Possible rumble of thunder there. But that all fades away very quickly. Doesn't amount to much, maybe 1/10 of an inch if you can get under one of those little spots, but most of us not seeing anything. Another chance here, 6 p.m. Friday to the north and west, but notice as soon as we get to after sunset, that all goes away. So I don't think anybody sees any rain out of that either. As we head through Friday night into early Saturday, another chance for some light rain for the western portion of the state, which again needs it. It will try to move east. So if you have outdoor plans in southeastern Nebraska Saturday afternoon, might see a spot shower, possibly a rumble of thunder. So tonight, temperatures around 47 for Lincoln, mostly cloudy. That spot shower chance, especially after midnight, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overall, temperature-wise, not too shabby at all, middle 40s, and then 77 degrees. Early showers a little warmer than it was today, partly cloudy skies, becoming sunny after that early morning shower chance, and we could get to 80 in some spots. I think we will on Saturday with that small rain chance. Mother's Day looks absolutely fantastic. The next chance for rain, though, holds off until the end of next week, and on our bike drive, high temperature in the middle 80s.
All right, thank you, Rusty. And that leads me right in to letting our viewers know, don't forget about our bike drive around the corner here. Here at Channel 8, we are shifting into high gear, you could say, to give back. We're partnering with the Lincoln Bike Kitchen for the 3rd annual bike drive. It is next Thursday, May 14th, right here at the Channel 8 station. We're located just south of 10th and Van Dorn. Our team is going to be out in the parking lot from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's right, 12 hours. Again, this is next Thursday. You can donate new or gently used bikes of all sizes as long as there's no rust. New tonight, people of different faiths here in Lincoln gathering this morning to pray and dine together. Many faith leaders and community members all coming together under one roof for the mayor's interfaith prayer breakfast. You can see just how packed it was at venue 522 earlier this morning. Lincoln's mayor says it's an opportunity to embrace and celebrate the diverse religious and cultural traditions that we have here in the city.
When you, as faith leaders, open the doors to local churches and synagogues, or roll out prayer mats at our temples and mosques, or pass around a sacred pipe at our lodges, you create opportunities for Lincoln community members to discover not only who we are, but who our neighbors are too.
And some young poets also got to share some of their religious writings with everyone at this morning's breakfast. Coming up next, we have the Sports Zone. Nate, a lot going on again today.
Yeah, there sure is. Nebraska softball moving on in the Big Ten tournament, and we're going to hear from the Husker baseball team ahead of its next series here in Lincoln. That and a lot more coming your way next.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with Sports Director Nate Johnson. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Welcome into the Sports Zone. Thanks for being here today. Great to have you. A lot to get into, so let's dive right into things, starting with Nebraska softball, who was in action in the Big Ten tournament against Michigan. We're picking up right where they left things off yesterday. Today, being the first to score at the top of the first inning. Wolverines feeling good early on. Nebraska, though, would come back with their own offense. The Huskers putting up 3 runs in the first inning. That Ava Kuzak bunt scoring Hannah Kuhr for score number 2. And this stayed tight early on, moving to the bottom of the 4th inning, a 3-2 ball game until Emerson Cope sent one to the moon. That ball might have landed in Lincoln. Goodness, that was crushed. Nebraska up 4-2, and as where the score would stay, in part potentially thanks to this effort from Kuhr in center, making an amazing play. Nebraska wins in the quarterfinals. The final today, again 4-2 Huskers. They advance past Michigan. Will now play in the semifinals tomorrow at 4 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. Their opponent will be the 4-seed Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana beating Washington today to advance to the semifinals as well. Nebraska baseball has a big series coming up for a lot of reasons. For one, it's versus Iowa. Enough said, right? And then after last weekend, Nebraska needs to bounce back if they want to keep that dream of hosting a regional alive. And it's also the final home regular season series. Saturday is senior day, and senior Dylan Carey reflected a little on his past 4 years as a Husker today.
It's honestly a blessing to be here. I consider it the best stadium in the Big Ten, and to play here throughout the past 4 years has been such a blessing. It'd be awesome to continue to play here into a regional, but these are the only 3 games guaranteed here for my career personally, and for the rest of the season. So just taking advantage and making the most of it.
Well, it'll be a big weekend here in Lincoln. First pitch for game 1 is tomorrow at 6 p.m. from Haymarket Park. We got our first official announcement for the Huskers' 2026-2027 men's basketball schedule. Big Red will make the trip out to Sioux Falls, where they will face Boise State next season. The matchup between the Huskers and Broncos at Sanford Pentagon. They'll return there to play on Sunday, November 15th. Ticket information, tip-off time, and television information will be announced on a later date. Now, sticking with college basketball, it's now official. Next season's March Madness tournament will feature 76 teams, going away from the current 68-team format. And here's a look at the new bracket. It'll be interesting to see how this looks next year. But like it or not, the change is here. Finally, the Omaha Supernovas are in action today in the MLV Championship's first round. The Supernovas is the 4-seed in this year's MLV Championship, and they're taking on the 1-seed Indy Ignite. It's a rematch of last year's semifinal, a game that Indy won in 5 sets. And here was Brooke Dunneveller on returning to the playoffs and the team's mindset.
Every single match that we've played, I feel like we've felt like the underdog, at least for the second half of season. But also we feel that we have so much talent, and just like the way that our team connects, and just like how much we care about each other, and we truly like have a group that can take it to the last point and win the last point of the championship. But yeah, we're ready to go, and underdog mentality, but we also have the talent to take it all the way.
Great stuff there, and tonight's action is underway as we speak. We'll have an update on that later tonight at 10, and that'll do it for sports. We will have an update on tonight's high school action as well this evening. For now, Rod will send things back over to you.
All right, thank you, Nate. And Rusty, let's get a final check of the forecast. Let people know what they can expect this evening.
Yeah, tonight, pretty nice. Rain-free for the eastern half of the state. A few much-needed rain showers in western Nebraska. Temperature-wise, 70s for just about everybody, 60s to the north and west. Overnight tonight, 30s and 40s. Highs tomorrow, another really nice day, middle and upper 70s, with maybe a sprinkle or two early Friday morning.
Thank you, Rusty. And as always, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the weather, enjoy the night. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock.
At Comfort Made Mattress Factory, we build each mattress